All right, the stream is live. Hello, everybody. We have a short time frame today, so we're going to get right to it. It is August 19th, 2026, 1:13 p.m. Welcome, pilots, to another show at Adana. Weather briefing, BrotherLeb.
This is the last show that we're doing with Clear and a Million weather. So weather is still winds calm, clouds few, 12,000, altimeter 299 temperature 20, dew point 0. I guess altimeter 299 which means a corrected field altimeter of 2985. Yeah, no amplifying remarks.
All right. Correct altimeter 29985. I will be splitting off of out of parking for lineup and for hold short runway 23 and 05 for individual takeoff maneuvers, followed by the opposing knife edge, followed by the rest of the show as briefed. Remarks: we're doing 2 rolls in after the blivet, 3 rolls for the horizontal rolls. The rest of the show, I don't believe we have any adjustments. Let me
2 rolls after the blivet, Roger.
Yeah, and remember a half roll into the blivet.
Yep.
Okay. Any other remarks?
Only that the voice connection right now has moments of very minor robotiness, so I wonder if we're going to get similar stuff performance-wise that we did yesterday.
What you gonna do?
Nothing. I'm noticing it, and I'm naming it.
Okay. That's very odd. Yeah, I'm seeing the graph. Okay. Well,
nothing we can do about it.
Yep. All right. If that's it, well, let's get after it. Ready to break? I'm gonna switch inputs.
Same.
See you guys on the flip side. Check 1 2. BrotherLeb, how do you copy?
Hello, valued viewers. I hope you're all doing very well.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
I'm here.
How's it going? Loading up DCS.
Same.
I wish I had a streamer PC.
Yeah. You don't want to buy one right now, though.
Hell no.
Heck to the no.
Alright.
Hello, it's Wags here from Eagle Dynamics. Wags, we're pulling for you, man.
Yeah, dude. We're pulling for you as hard as we can. I wish I could have flown in your mission, on the mission to benefit you, but
I tried. I did not get in. There was some lines to get in there and slap some streamers.
Good.
No, yeah, it was full the whole time. Seems like it was fun. Even when performance was bad, it was a hoot. And they raised a bunch of money. They contributed a little bit, so good on them.
And also, quite frankly, I'm guessing that ED probably learned a lot from that.
I mean, I hope so. I hope they weren't just like, cool, that thing's happening, and then went on with the rest of their business.
No, I'd be like monitoring server performance and
Yeah.
stability and stuff like that, and be
Mhm.
like, might as well just collect some logs, even if we don't do anything with it for a little bit.
Mhm. I would actually love to know. So I've been getting all these crash reports when I CTD from all this BU stuff that I'm doing.
Uh,
I'm curious, like, they must have something that they do with that rather than it just goes into a folder somewhere to die. Like, I hope they
usually,
have
no, it goes
like
into a
a
folder to die.
macro or
I'm guessing they have some AI running on it,
yeah, I would think.
looking for trends. But
Yeah.
if you want to figure out what's going wrong, in the DCS Discord, there's a channel where you can post your log, and it has an AI that analyzes it.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
All right. I'll try that. Because I want to know.
That being said, DCS erases the logs
Must be something in
with
the
your newest one.
water.
But
Yeah, well. Alrighty.
let me know on the server.
If you file a report, though, a crash report, it saves those in your log folder.
Yeah. Let me know when the server is up.
It should be.
Okay. Loading in. Alright, valued viewers, we have turned down BrotherLeb's bitrate to try and get him a more stable connection. We're guessing what's going on is because we're flying in the middle of the day, US time. Everyone's at work or working from home, and so we get a lot of network congestion on our stupid monopolized Spectrum internet.
You have Spectrum too?
Yeah, dude. Why do you think you can only stream at 12 megabit per second?
I don't know.
But I'm on the board of my HOA now, so hopefully we can get hopefully we can get some
Wouldn't that be nice?
some Google Fiber.
Dude, I want fiber so bad.
The entire board was like, "Why don't we have Google Fiber?" And the new property manager was like, good question. You guys should be able to do that if you want and can pay for it." We were like, all in favor?
All right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So
I want fiber. I want the stability. I want the performance. But I would say 90% of the time, I'm not like, oh man, if I had better, bit rates.
I agree.
There are some times where I'm downloading a big old whatever, like
Mhm.
DCS update time, things like that, where it's like, oh, it'd be nice if this
I
was
mean,
faster.
I don't
And there's
need it, but
occasionally, it's honestly it's this sort of situation, not when we're
yeah,
streaming, but it's just like during high times when you get congested traffic.
it can suck, yeah.
That's when, and I don't know, watching a Formula One race or
Yeah.
back when the Olympics were on, and it would just chug, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is a bummer.
All right, I'm ready to go whenever you are.
All right, I'm pausing at 3, 1, mark.
Oh boy, no sound.
Uh.
Let's go fix that. Reset my audio devices again.
Love that.
Love that.
Yeah, mine sometimes randomly does that too. Not as often as yours, but it definitely does.
Ever since the new build, like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So. Oh.
What?
Oh.
Hello?
We're good. Sorry.
Bueller?
Was having issues with my throttle. So many switches. We don't even use all of them. Alright. Chariot is ready for startup.
All right, stand by for ground power.
Chariot.
Ground power on in 3, 2, 1, mark.
Chief, turn on the ground power. Copy. Ground power is now on.
Stand by for start switch.
Chariot.
3, 2, 1, start. Good luck. And for ignition.
Chariot.
In 3, 2, 1, ignition. Good light off.
Good light off.
Stand by for idle.
Chariot.
In a 3, 2, 1, idle. Good idle. Good idle. And let's get those slats, Chariot.
Chariot.
In a 3, 2, 1, slats. Good slats. All right. Power stable, stand by the ground power.
Chariot.
Power off in 3, 2, 1, mark.
Chief, turn off the ground power. Copy.
Forgot to lock my wheels.
I did too.
Ground power is now off.
I need to remember to do that from the beginning, so I will remember in the future. All right. And stand by the canopy.
Chariot.
3, 2, 1, canopy. All right, lip set, ready to roll.
Chariot's up Tricom 1.
Leb up, tree, come on.
Chariot's up Guardcom 2.
Leb up, guard, come.
Takeoff checks.
Leb.
Check your smoke pressure on. Check your trim sets. Check your heading. My heading 136. Check your altimeter set 2985 for a corrected center plane elevation of 0 feet. Check your spoke station is armed. Check your master arm is on. Check your lights are on. Check your stab is on. Check your fuel lights out.
Leb. Good afternoon, Chariot. Updated winds are calm. Clouds few 12,000. Temperature 20 at dew point 0. Altimeter 29992 for a corrected altimeter setting of 29885 for a corrected field elevation of 0 feet and a density altitude of 82 feet. You're cleared to taxi left out of chocks. Hold short 2 tree.
Thanks, Lab. Clear to taxi. Hold short to tree. Solos. We're clear to taxi. Tires burning up to 70%. Off. Brakes now. Chariots. Coming left. See ya.
Leb.
Solo. Switching 8 com 1. Chariots up 8 com 1.
Leb up 8 com.
Chariot 2985 set. 0 feet barrel out.
Leb 2985 0 feet barrow.
Stand by the flaps. Flaps. Check your flaps up. Chariots flaps down. 3, 2, 1. 1 degree up. Barrel out.
Leb flaps up 1 degree up barrow.
Chariots holding short to tree.
Leb's passing Charlie. BrotherLeb's entering Delta. Roll it for Adana, Chariot.
Chariot's taking 2 tree. Airboss. Angel Solos, number 5, taking 2 tree for immediate takeoff. Chariot's lining up 2 tree.
Left holding short 0, 5.
Chariot's rolling. Your speed's alive. See ya. Chariot's clear.
Left roll. Ready.
Huh.
Left's on top, 6.2. Chariot.
Chariot, continue.
Stand by. Smoke.
Chariot's clear. 4.5. Circling behind the crowd for the opposing knife edge.
Left clear 1 mile mark. .5 mark. 4 miles.
Luminary beam.
Upbeat.
Iron dig mark.
Good dig.
Stand by, mark it. Chariot's in for the left knife edge.
Left and left, knife edge. 10 seconds. Mark, point to ahead, Chariot. 400.
Chariot's behind.
Left. 3 miles. Mark 380.
Half mile.
2 miles. Mark 380.
Smoke on.
Contact.
Contact. Smoke off. Ready. Hit it. Chariot's clear. East pull, roll out. Chariot's clear and climb the crowd for the opposing inverted.
Left.
Overcompensate a little bit there.
Same. 3 miles. Four miles.
Luminary beam.
Beat.
Iron take a mark. Stand by, mark it. Chariot's in for the right inverted.
Left and right inverted. 400. 2 miles, Mark 398.
Ready, hit it. Okay.
Contact.
Looking good. Stand by, roll. Smoke off. Cheers, rolling out. Cheers clear and clear on the crowd for the opposing blivet.
Clear for the blivet. Mark. 4 miles.
Luminary beam.
Beat.
Luminary dig mark.
Dig.
Stand by, mark it. Cheers in for the left of it.
A little left blivet. 10 seconds. Mark on time. 400. Mark 4. Mark 3.
Smoke on.
Contact.
Contact added up. Ready, hit it. Push. 45 now. And vertical 5-6. $45 now. Horizon now 10-1 horizontal contact. Set. Ready, hit it.
Clear.
Cheers, clear. Comes the pull. Smoke off. Cheers, clear. Is pull. Roll out. Cheers, clear. And climb with the crowd for the Fortis. Coming right. Hook's coming down. Yeah, I got time.
Cool. All right, cool. Let me load up the server again.
Hey folks, sorry. Had a Spectrum outage. Sorry about
Literally just talking about this.
that. Yeah,
This is in that 10% of times when it would be nice to have fiber.
no kidding.
All right, my my server is up.
Gonna load the game again because I had to go downstairs and reset the modem.
Uh-huh.
I think Spectrum is lying half the time when they're like, "You're in an outage." I'm like, "Am I though? Am I actually though?"
Let me double check my Moses settings now because I was in a different jet. Yeah, that's super not right. But I wonder if I unpause
Oh boy.
and then repause. Okay, cool. It worked.
Hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Same.
Sorry. What?
Go ahead. I was going to ask whether you wanted to re-rack from the start of the show or from like the Blivet.
Probably the Blivet.
Got it.
Yeah, that'll be easiest, I think. So, hot jets then.
Hot jets. Yes. Yes.
I have to remember how to do the hot jet nonsense.
Yeah, we should do a quick checklist. So check
Oh
your
yeah,
switches.
we'll do the full checklist. So those all need to be
Are you
on.
in.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just checking all my switches here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a second here.
Yep.
All right, I'm in.
You ready for unpause?
Yeah.
Pause again. 3, 2, 1, mark.
All right.
Okay.
I saved it from stalling, which is always a good start.
Indeed.
Oh, I should probably show the stream what we're doing.
They really need to know.
No. That being said, if this happens again, then
Oh yeah.
we're probably done. But
Yep.
Transmit guard on 8. Oh. It's on. Oh, box is on. Altimeter set. Okay. First, I thought you'd shut down.
Yeah. I was worried because I saw you hanging in the air.
Like,
I was trying to rejoin on you, and I was like, he's not moving.
All right. Check your slats.
Checked.
All right. I think that's it.
Okay.
Takeoff checks. Actually, Chariot's up 8, com 1.
Little big come.
Chariot's up guard, com 2.
I've got you on guard.
Takeoff checks.
Lab.
Check your smoke pressure on. Check your trim sets. Check your heading. My heading. Good lord, there it is. Tree 20. Check your altimeter set 2985 for a corrected center plane elevation of 0 feet. Check your smoke station is on. Check your master arm is on. Check your lights are on. Check your stab on is on. Check your fuel, lights out.
What? And double check your slats.
Slats are locked. Alright, Chariots 2985, 0 feet barrel out.
Lab 2985, 0 feet barrel.
Stand by the flaps. Flaps. Check flaps up. Chariots flaps down. 3, 2, 1, 1 degree up. Barrel out.
Lab flaps up, 1 degree down, barrel. Correction, 1 degree up.
Solos were cleared for individual takeoff maneuvers into the Blivet.
Lab.
Chariot is rolling for 2 treat. And Chariot's coming left for 2 treat. Chariot's rolling. See ya. Cheers, clear.
Left rolling. Ready. Smoke.
Why is he so quiet?
Left on top, 5-8.
Chariot, continue.
Stand by. Smoke.
Chair's clear. 4.5 for the Livet.
Let's clear one. Mark the hood.
There we go.
Three miles. 3.5 mark. 4 miles.
On ready beam. Learn to take a mark.
Take.
Stand by, mark it. Chariot's in for the left Livet.
One's in left. Blip. That's a hand. Mark on time 405. 3 miles. Mark 400. Mark 300.
Smoke on.
Count.
Contact. Add it up. Ready. Hit it. Push. 45 now. Vertical. Now 50. $45 now. Horizon. Now 96 contact horizontal. Set. Hit it. Cheers, later. Stand by. Pull. Smoke off. Sure, sir. It's pull. Rolling out. Cheers, clear. And clear on the ground for the Fortis. Coming right. Hooks coming down. Oh. 350. Ease and more power 310. $300. Rolling out some bank. Ease and more power and rolling out. Souls are behind the crowd. Set up the Fortis, checking my lights on. 275. Adding power. Straight. A little pull, adding a little more power. We're coming right. Coming further right comes the pull. A little more pull. Right hand turn for the Fortis. Using a little power. Using the pull. Using more power. Using a little more power. Using the pull. And rolling out the Fortis. Chariot set rolling in.
Clear.
Stand by the gear. Adding power. Adding more power. We're in for the 40-50 low. Center point. We're coming left. Coming for the left comes the pull. Adding power. Stand by the gear. Hook. Stand by, roll. Chariot's clear.
Clear.
Little pull. Ease the pull. Roll. Out. Slows him on the ground. Set up the campy roll.
Left.
Sorry about that.
Good.
Using some pull. We're coming right. Comes the pull. A little further right. A little more pull. We're on a hand turn for the canopy roll.
Left.
Using some pull. Using more pull. Using more pull. And roll out. A little pull. Ease and the pull to level. Chariot set rolling in.
Clear.
Smoke on. Up. We go. A little more pull. Okay.
Looks clear.
A little pull. Ease the pull. Smoke up. Church rolling out. Ease and a little power. We're coming right. Comes the pull. A little more pull. We're on a right hand turn for the section crossover. Ease in power. Ease in more power. Power set. Ease and some pull. Rolling out. A little pull. Ease and the pull to level. And rolling out. Go on rest. Smoke on. The section crossover 440. Ready, hit it. Is full. Rolling out. Pull to 80. Stand by, roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half. Chariot pull to horizon. Smoke off. Stand by, roll. Chariot and clear the crowd for the 4-point.
Left, clear for home. 3 miles. 3.5. 4 miles.
Luminary beam.
B.
Learning to take a mark.
Take it.
Stand by, mark it. Chariot stand for the 4-point.
Dip to 4 point. 10 seconds. Mark here behind 410. Mark 402. Mark 401.
Smoke on. Got next prop. Ready, hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chariot. Is full. Roll out. Chariot and climb on the ground for the section for solo roll.
Clear for the slow roll. Web target 3 miles for the slow roll. And one's in 2 miles for the slow roll. Ready. Slow down. Okay. Smoke.
Chairs clear, 5.5 behind crowd right, setting up the Latimer's loop.
Contact.
300. Adding power to 90. 325. 350. 360.
You'll have to check.
Chariot, 380. Coming easy left. A little more pull. Ease on the pull. Rolling out the Latimer loop outboard. Smoke on. Adding a little power and up. We go a little more pull. Vertical 5-5. Ease the pull. Stand by the boards. Boards. Comes the pull. A little more pull. Stand by the boards. Boards. Ease a little pull. Ease and more pull. Up wing. Chariot attach. Chariot attach, boss.
Weather is clear.
Chariot's over the top 8-8 for the solo 8 point.
Weather clear 10 with a slow 8.
Chariot's in for the solo 8 point. Ready, hit it! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chariot clear. Is pull. Rolling out. Chariot clear and clear with the crowd for the section for the opposing horizontal rolls. 2.5. $3.5. 4 miles mark. Luminary beam. Alright, take a break. Stand by, mark it. Chariot's in for the left horizontals.
And then left horizontal rolls. Absolutely. 10 seconds. Mark here, late 400.
Smoke on. Contact. 3 rolls. Ready, hit it. 2, 3. Chariot's clear. Is full. Rolling out. Chariot's clear and clear on the crowd for the section inverted tour.
Clear left for the inverted cover roll. 3s.
Contact.
350. Ease on the pull and roll in out 350. We're coming back left, coming further left, coming the pull, adding power, power set 90. A little further left in, a little more pull, 360.
You got
Pull, so it's the left hand turn for the inverted roll.
Sure, you got 2 lab.
Left, a little more pull. Ease in the pull. Ease on the pull. And roll and out the inverted tackle roll. Little dry. Ready, hit. Smoke on. A little more dry. A little more dry. Little more dry.
Sure, sir.
A little further left and a little pull. Easy, a little power. A little more pull, smoke. A little further.
Got you, though.
Left. Souls are clear behind the ground for the section. Roll.
Sure.
Ease in the pull and rolling out. We're coming back left. Coming further left comes the pull. A little more pull. A little further left and a little more pull. Using a little power. Souls in the left-hand turn for the second roll.
Sure.
Ease and pull. Ease it out more. Pull a little further left. Comes the pull. Ease in the pull and rolling out the section. Roll smoke up. Up we go. Okay. A little more. Comes the pull rolling through. A little more pull. Ease in the roll. Ease in the pull. Souls in the left-hand turn for the blur to lead.
Sure.
A little further left and a little pull. A little more pull. A little more pull. We're easing the pull. Easing the pull and rolling out the fleur-de-lis. Little drive. Up we go. Red.
Ready, roll.
Clear.
Sure, sir. Smoke off. Stand by, roll, and pull. Ease pull. Roll it out. Sure, clear. And clearing behind the crowd for the direct clean loop.
Left.
4 miles mark, coming right, left rather, and further equipment. Fair turn in, direct move on the runway. Four miles mark, 380. Three miles mark, 300. 2.5 mark, 250. Two miles mark, 180. So what kind of gear? up. Up we go. A little more pull. Vertical 2-0 is the pull. Stand by the boards. Boards. Comes the pull. Stand by the boards. Boards. Is the pull to level gear. Contact. Sure, sir.
Ease up and rolling out. 330 coming right. Adding power. Power set.
Contact.
Further right. Breathe. Further right and a little more pull.
Got 2 lab.
Love. Coming further right and a little more pull. Souls in a right hand turn for the section loop.
Chariot.
Further right. Ease in the pull. And rolling out the section loop. Little more chariot smoke. Adding a little power.
Damn it.
Up we go. A little more pull. Even more pull. 45 up. Ease in the pull. Easing power. Using more pull and power. Little right. Stand by the boards. Comes the pull. One more pull. Stand by the boards. Easing some pull. We're coming right. Coming further right. Easing lots of pull. Further right. Smoke. Coming back left. Rolling through. Keep that roll coming. We're coming left. Comes the pull. The belts in the left hander for the loop back crossbox 200.
Chariot 350.
More
Come on.
pull. More pull. More pull. Easing the pull. Easing more pull.
Killing me, Smalls.
Easing the pull and rolling out the loop. A rink, hurrah.
Chariot.
We're on the runway, Chariot. Up we go a little more. Pull even more. Pull. Vertical 6. One more pull. Ease and pull. Comes the pull. Point 2 inboard, point. Smoke. Mark 1 or 4. 1.5 Mark 400. 2 miles Mark 400. 2.5 Mark smoke. 3 miles Mark up we go and 4 G Mark. Circle. 8 up. Now 9.7 pounds. 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Roll. Let's see. 3 miles mark. Leveling it off. 2 miles, 12.5.
What?
2 miles mark 4. 1.5 mark 400. 1 mile mark 400. I got a free. Knock it off, knock it off, knock.
Jerry's knocking it
Knock
off.
it off, knock it off, knock it off.
Jerry's knocking it off.
Do you have anything? My whole game's frozen.
I'm still flying, but you know how it is.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
You're still flying on my screen.
Yeah, no, I can hear the jet. It's responding. I've just got no picture.
Okay.
This is
Like-
interesting.
This headset died?
No, it's like frozen. Like, I don't...
I gotcha. What a day.
Yeah. So here's a weird thing. The mirror is still showing stuff.
Alright.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do either.
You can complete the shot. Let me see if I can land this thing.
I don't know, dude. You're about to die.
Well, like I said, I've got the mirror going.
I know.
Oh boy, yeah. Distance, very hard to tell. Oh, I can't. So maybe I can.
We'll see what happens.
Find the field first. Are you my mother? Nope. Not.
Field's to your right. To your right, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock?
Yeah.
I want to my left, but I'll come to the right. Oh, hold on.
Now to your left, 9 o'clock.
Oh, there it is. I think I'm going back. That's this. And how fast I was going.
Your speed is 200 knots.
Okay, cool. We can get that.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, you're trying to fight form on me. You
Better believe it. No, you're not
Just,
landing this.
No.
You can try.
Oh, I'm so high. I'm so high.
Yeah, dude.
And fast.
200. Oh, baby.
Cool. I mean, I put it down. If this jet were not invincible, I think I'd be dead. But
Uh-huh.
that's really hard using just the mirror.
Nope. No. No image. Turn left. Yeah. Such a bummer. Oh, now it's noise. Huh? Nope, still. Yeah.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, cool. Are you down?
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Okay, let's just call it. I mean, there's no use in taxiing like this.
Okay.
right.
I'll
You out of all this nonsense.
I'm quitting the desktop.
BrotherLeb, you got me? BrotherLeb, you got me?
All right, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. What a day.
Yeah, it's frustrating in every way. Bummer. It hasn't done that in a really long time.
Hasn't done any of this in a really long time.
Yeah.
That's a huge bummer, dude.
Yeah.
Well, we can debrief a little bit.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to look at the tape to remember my safeties after that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My first takeoff was good, but low. Quite low, actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's lower than I want to be. I had to very much squat the jet to keep it off the ground, so that didn't look good. So, yeah, that one's a D.
Yeah. My first takeoff was a little wobbly, and I overruled both rolls. C minus.
All right. The knife edge was like 4 left, and I started it way too early. So another D.
Yeah, my timings inbound were quite poor. So yeah, D. And I way over ruddered it, looks like, on the knife edge itself. I think I was like, oh my gosh, we're way on the knife edge forever. So I was just like, rudder! Which I think actually you
It
drop
makes it
faster
worse,
because you
yeah.
got more drag, yeah.
Which, yeah. Anyway, inverted was great. Like, I got right to it. Wish we could have looked at tape on that one, because, like, that was a really good roll in for me, and then it was
All right,
like,
it's
nice,
probably going to be broken, yeah.
nice pancake flat, hit at center point, and then roll behind crowd was pretty dang good for me. I think I ruddered enough and climbed just as much as I needed to, and then the rollout was pretty clean. So I'm gonna give myself a B+.
Yeah, timings are better inbound on this. Roll was good. I was higher than I typically am, which is nice. I don't know. I would be love to see the tape because it looks on the TAC view like I'm going to be too high,
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I think you're right.
What altitude am I? 220. Okay. Well, it's not going to matter. I got to do a relative view anyway. And then like I was very low and dangerous on the roll and clear. Kept it out of the ground, but yeah, need to work on that. So that's a F safety. Glad to be here.
Blivet number 1, we hit 3 left. Called it at the right time, and then this one felt the best over the top that it ever has. My 2 rolls were perfect, and the pullout was at a decent altitude and good. Roll blind crowd was great. I'm gonna give myself another B+ for that one.
Inbounds were okay. Nothing. There was some weirdnesses, and then I kind of was like not. The jet was not coordinated by the time I brought the push in, and so. But I was matching you for the first 90, and then a little ahead the second 90. And then I was sort of chasing you down the hill and it was way too wide. So this is a C-.
All right,
That's the end of that.
on to tape number 2. Okay, the second one, I think I actually hit the ground.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, I bounced the rear wheels on this one. So again, too low. So that's enough. Fix my safety's glad to be here.
Just gonna check. I underrolled the first roll in this second takeoff. The low transition was really good, and then the second roll was better. A hair of an overroll though, which is a bummer. And it was pretty flat after that. This says C-.
Nice. Oh. All right. Second blivet. Better inbounds. It looks like we're 2 right this time. Good roll timing and push timings. Then I think I might have I beat you on the initial push up the hill. Looks like.
Yep. Yep.
So you're behind for the rest of it. That being said, like, I had to call the hit, like, instinctually because I had just established myself. And I look up and you're right there, and I'm like, oh, I guess we're doing this.
Yeah.
But the hit was called at the right time, but then I overrolled a full 90 degrees on roll number 2. I had to recover. This is like a C.
Yeah, so inbounds I was a little late for the 4 mile, but then stabilized. I think I was probably a little fast after. I don't know. 2 right. This roll in was much better. Brought in the push at what felt like the right rate, and then you beat me to the 45, and so then I was sort of chasing you again. But that meant that I was ahead for the second half again, so I had to ease out as we were coming over the top. Spotted you, was trying to figure out what the time, and I should have just like believed and pointed the nose, but I didn't point the nose soon enough, and I didn't stay pointed at you enough because I think my outboard angle is too great.
Yep.
But I'm like, it's like 5 degrees. It doesn't feel like that much, but it needs to be less. So yeah, it was just like trying to collect it, and I didn't achieve that. And so the hit's not going to look good from the ground. And yeah, and then I was like wobbly as heck on the rolls because we hadn't established that we didn't have enough speed. So this is probably another C-. Like, it's in the ballpark, but it's not good. No mistakes, but not good.
Fortis. Turn-in was fine, was doing a little bit of adjustments, and then my roll-in was pretty trash. sunk a ton. But then I got nice and stable. And then on the rollout, I didn't I didn't wait for you to call that you were clear. I just declared I was rolling out. So that's a safety F fix for next time. Glad to be here.
I stank at hiding the jet around the corner. I was like trying to do it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm in position to do that," and then I just like wasn't all over the place on the power, and was not in a good spot, so I never managed that. When you rolled in, I saw you sink, and I was like, "I'm just going to hold this. He's probably going to come back up because he's underneath it, and he knows that." And sure enough, he did. So I just kind of did that, got in position, timed my ease of the throttle in time for the turn, which was good because I was starting to creep ahead of you. I still haven't got the parallax quite right, where I'm just a smidge ahead, but well, we're coming to center point, so working on that. Yeah, and then the turn when clear was all right, but I didn't keep enough lateral separation, so the sight picture's not going to look good for the crowd. When you called you were rolling out, fortunately, I was plenty clear, so I was just like, well, I guess he's doing this, and I was ready. And yeah, that's I don't know, C.
Canopy to canopy roll. The setup was a lot better this time. Had plenty of time before we went up the hill. We went up the hill good, and then it was a quick enough roll. And then you ran into me in the middle of it, and fortunately, I was able to continue rolling and bail out. My rollout was hot trash. I mean, it was nice and level, but I didn't like. I had to scoop to catch it, which is not great. So. I don't know. C plus.
Kind of struggling to get locked in with form around the corner. Eventually got there, was able to catch the roll in and stay close. I was like, ooh, I can finally do this. And I was in the right spot as you began the roll, so I was able to kind of modulate. And I've never been that in, and so that's why I hit you, because like there are a bunch of things that happen in the way that the roll works when you're in that I've never experienced before. So I did not anticipate that well, and I hit you, and glad we're still here. I will fix my safeties for next time. Sorry. F.
The setup for the crossover was a lot better this time. We just made it over that crane, which is great. And then called to hit too late for the speed that we are carrying. So that's a bummer. So I ended up on the runway. And the rolls were a little slow, but fine. Clear was good. This is a C plus.
Struggling with form around the corner. Yeah, the crane thing, always a party. And I was just kind of struggling to stay in the right spot. And then I wasn't wide enough as we're coming to the hit, and I was a little too far forward. So then I freaked out, backed off a little bit, and then I was a little too far back. We actually did the hit, and too close laterally. So that's crappy. The rest of the maneuver was pretty good, but I was a little sluggish on the end of the roll on the 8 rolls, and I cleared before you called it because I don't know that you've ever called that roll, the standby roll, and so that wasn't
I'm not supposed
coordinated.
to.
So I'm sorry that I'm not coordinated, I guess. But yeah, that's what is this? It kind of feels like a C minus again. Like again, no giant mistakes, but very sloppy. D is like mistake land.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm there yet, but
4 points. Lineup was great. I think I called the hit at the right time this time, so like we had plenty of time to do all the 4 points. My 4 points were good. Rudder was in good effect. Clear behind crowd good. This is let's see, we hit 1 right, so this is gonna be a B. Yeah.
Yep. Inbounds, I was a little late but fast at the 4 mile and then stabilized it. The 4 points were pretty solid. It was a little wobbly on the rollout from the second knife edge. B minus.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, slow roll.
The slow roll. Floppy roll in, and the second half of the arc was still too much. I tried a flatter arc, but I was still kind of liming as I got to the second knife edge, so need to work on that. C.
Looks like he crossed crowd too.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice that. Okay, never mind. F. Crowd violation.
Alright, line up sloop. Speeds were better this time. We had enough to go up the hill, and, you know, just kind of... I don't know, there's not much to say about it. It was a very circular roll, and yeah, I think this is what I want it to be, essentially. So I'm going to give this one a B+.
I need to go back to the drawing board on this rejoin. Feels like the angles for these last couple of times you've done this have been not the same as I'm expecting. Whether it's the same as what you've been doing, I don't really know or care, but I'm just like expecting it wrong. So in this case, I had to pull too much and I lost too much juice, and so I was like chasing you all the way to get in, and that I wasn't stabilized by the time we were lined up on show line, which is where I need to be. So that needs to be fixed. And then I was just sort of like chasing around the actual loop itself, though I was able to stay kind of in delta set the whole way, but only kind of got line abreast at the bottom because we were carrying so much speed, and I actually had the ability to get over speed. But also, like, if we do it much faster than that, I'm going to run out of like back pressure stick authority because I'm like right on the edge of it at the bottom of that loop. I don't know why it's different from follow versus lead, but it is. So that's a party. But I've still got enough. I was able to do it, but it was like there's not much more room. This is I'm gonna go D. I need to be in. That's a large mistake, and I need to be in.
8 point. This one was way better. The 8 points were solid. I'm inverted over center point. Yeah, I mean, aside from a slight overroll on roll 5, this is really good. This is a B+.
Nice.
Alright, moving on to the horizontal rolls. I was so ahead of you, it wasn't even funny. So at one point I was doing 250. I think this is actually the right timing, looking at the track view, the track file. Maybe a little early, but we crossed over center point while we were rolling. Clears were good. My rolls were a little unstable, but because of the weirdness and the adjustments I had to make coming into the box due to me being super ahead, I think I'm a C+.
I just felt behind the show after the crash, and this is just a lot of that. You were calling your distances, and I don't know why, but I got at a weird spot where it's like, oh, I'm way ahead. I need to slow way down, be waiting, and then suddenly you're like 4 miles. I was like, crap. And then I should have delayed more because I knew I was going to be late, and I didn't, and that was a mistake. So I was able to peg 400 all the way in, but I made your job really hard, which is bad. And then I only rolled twice. So this is a D. Yep. Push in F territory. Not dangerous, but 2 large mistakes. D minus. Yeah, this is not good. Okay. Inverted tug over roll. Let's see. Turn was pretty good. Working on what speeds I need to not like pull the black out of the stick on these turns, but had plenty of time for setup. Inverted was all right. I need a little more drive and earlier so that we're not sinking as much. And then I underrolled it again at the hit. So this is a D.
Yeah, I was right with you. Rolled in with you. You dropped a little bit, so I went down, and then we were in a decent spot. But I didn't realize that our speed kept increasing, so I kept like not being able to catch you. And so by the time we did the
gosh,
hit,
not so fast.
yeah, I'm doing 450. And so that was, I guess, like, because you know, with the A4, the way the flight model works, it's like up to 400, it's fairly easy to gain and lose speed, and
Yep.
over 400, it's like kind of a pain in the butt.
Yep.
And so I think like I was just running into that. I was like adding power. I'm like, why am I not gaining? And so I was like full mill by the time we hit center point.
Yeah.
And then just worked it in after that. So I don't know what to grade this. I think I didn't really hide the jet well, even given all that, and had a bunch of lateral separation, so I'm gonna give myself a D.
I can't remember. I made a power adjustment once we came left. I don't remember if I was easing power or adding it.
You added power to 90, which is what it's supposed to be.
Right, and I should have been 90 from the invert, like as we roll inverted, and I didn't speed check, or I didn't power check once we got inverted, which I need to do. But it should be at 90 for this maneuver regardless. So if I added power, it's weird that we're picking up speed. Because that means I was under 90. Anyway, weird. Very weird. All right. The section roll. Not as good as the last one, but still pretty good. Turn had a little bit more adjustments in it than I'd like, but other than that, and then let's see, inverted, closer to center point.
Yeah,
Still got room to do, but doing all right. But this one was pretty measured. I'm gonna give this one a B.
Yeah. My farm flying around the corner wasn't as good as yesterday, and then I got a little sucked again. But still pretty in for it. This is a C plus.
Flirtily, the turn just had more pull than I'd like. I think I went too high, honestly, which required just more back pressure to stay out of the ground and make the turn. So I think I need to not climb quite as much, and that will probably fix that. We had plenty of time to get set and go. The drive was right. The rolls were okay, but a little slow, and I'm a little high, looks like. But that might actually look okay from crowd. And turbine crowd is all right. C plus.
I was doing fine in the turn, catching your pull and stuff like that. But either I just didn't read it right, or I didn't pick it up from your cadence that the rollout was going to be snappy. So I ended up like I don't know why I was expecting an easier rollout, but I ended up having to stay in delta set until after the rollout and then push out next to you. So that was a bummer, and I got a little bit ahead before the hit. The hit was great, my rolls were great, and then I pegged the inverted and like really solid inverted flight such that my roll like to the behind the crowd heading was freaking money. So this is not a safety, but it's a D because it's a huge mistake. Cause I'm supposed to be doing that push out and then get it done. Moving on to the dirt clean loop. This one was better. Went up we go at the threshold, but apparently that's not close. That's not far enough. So we're gonna have to keep moving this thing left. So that's a bummer. But the rest of it was very measured, very normal. Like this is more of what it's gonna be from my side because of like I was able to manage the speeds, didn't overspeed the gear, was able to level out at a decent altitude, all that jazz. So this was great. Still a C because of how far right we are.
I timed it wrong, so I was early, and then I was idle up the hill, and I need more pull earlier and less pull later because I like basically stalled over the top and had this really weirdly shaped ellipsis thing. And this is actually going to be safety because I stalled over the top and crowd violated and crossed your flight path and all sorts of nonsense. So this was really bad all the way around. If it weren't a safety, it would still get an F.
All right, section loop.
Section loop set up a little better, a little slow, and we walked outboard over the top because that means left wing down, which I think I'm correcting for right wing down, so that way I'm not rolling into you, but I'm overcorrecting. So that needs to be fixed. Let me check my heading coming in. Heading's all right. Yeah, so it's definitely a left wing down thing, so I think I'm overcorrecting. The turn right was better this time. We're really outboard, which is a bummer, but such is life. And I think it's just sucks the ease and the come right. It's got to be like basically impossible to follow, but I don't know how else to do this maneuver, so sorry. This is probably not a well-performed version of what I want to be doing, but the general ballpark of what I want to be doing, because the setup for the loop break cross was pretty good, except for the fact that we just had monster amounts of pull in for the turn. So this is going to be a C-.
Yeah, I got in very easily this time and was in for a while, so I was like, perfect, I'll be right with him when he goes up the hill for the first time ever. Nope. When you added power, I just couldn't keep up. I was full mill and losing ground. I don't know why.
Weird.
It's
I was at
so
90 and like cracked just because I knew you wouldn't be able to follow if I added too much.
I don't know
So I
what's
just
going on.
cracked it to like 92%. That's so weird.
Anyway, I'll catch it at some point, but I was behind you the entire way up, and then was pretty much in all the way until we started to go down, and then you started creeping away from me. I'm like, I'm not adding power. That's a horrible idea. Because I didn't know what you were gonna do here, because we haven't done it this way in a while. But yeah, I was able to stick with your right turn, and then just got a little bit of wing climb before you came left, so I didn't really fix it because you were gonna come left anyway. And then just got behind you over the top of the hill, which is I just wasn't ahead of the jet at that point. And then was behind you all the way in, and then the way that you're like, I couldn't tell when you were easing pull or power when which one was which soon enough, so like I just ended up flying a little safe then because I was just struggling to anticipate around the corner. But then yeah, I'm gonna give myself a D.
I need to not modulate the power in that turn because there's no way for you to know if when I say easing which of the two I'm doing. So you just if I say easing, it's probably going to be pull, and I shouldn't be easing the power. There is going to be an ease of pull and power over the top,
Yeah, that's fine. But like in
but
the
like the
turn,
turn, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Yeah.
if at
So
all
that's my bad.
possible.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to do what I got to do to
Yeah.
fly the damn maneuver, but I shouldn't be doing it if I'm doing it right.
Uh,
Loop right cross setup was pretty good. Like I said, a lot of pull in the turn, which isn't what I'd like to be doing, but I was able to get it there, and that was good. And I probably didn't need as much as I thought I did because we ended up easing early and then just sort of skating it around the corner at the very, very end. So noted. Yeah, you could see like really tight in the middle of the turn and then like very shallow for the rest of it. So probably can ease that a little bit.
you'll get there.
Experiment with that in the future. Might require more roll and pull later, but we'll see. Up the hill was fine, and I did the left wing down thing again, so we crowd violated F. Outbounds were pretty good on altitude on speed. Inbounds less good, and then my computer stopped working. But F overall for that maneuver because of the crowd violation. Fix my safety, glad to be here.
One thing to note is that the ball has a down like it has a uh wing angle caret at the bottom, which you can use to keep yourself level.
All right. Yep.
That's what I do whenever I'm doing my loops, because I actually tend to pull right wing down almost every time. And I'm thinking
there,
about
but
it,
I've
and I'm
never thought
watching
of it.
the carrot, and it still keeps going right, and I'm like, what is happening?
Interesting.
So
Yeah, I know that's there, but I've never thought about using it, so that's smart.
all right. I was, like I said, fairly out in the turn, and was able to get back in over the top, and then was right in over the top, and then we broke, and I was like, this is confusing. I don't recognize what's underneath me right now. But just flew my angle and my heading. Then I was ahead of you all the way out, and ahead of you on the way back. So I don't know how that works. I was doing like 320 by the time I crossed center point, like 2 seconds early. So I don't know. I think you went higher than I did. So like
I crossed the pit topped out at 9.6.
I was at
Where did you
8.8.
top out? Yeah, so that's like 500 feet of altitude on you. So
Oh, you
yeah,
were doing
that makes
430
sense.
by the time you went up the hill. Interesting. So was I. Weird.
What? That's true airspeed. What's indicated?
Oh. Never mind.
Indicated's 420. But I go. Yeah, that's weird. I was pegging 400 all the way out.
Whatever.
Bizarre. Okay, I must have stopped paying attention to it because I was like, oh, I'm doing good, and then forgot to check.
Yeah, so
Alrighty.
I was ahead of you on the loop, which meant that I was ahead of you inbound. So I was just ahead the whole way. Because usually when you're ahead, you gotta like add power up to gain back that time that you lost going out.
Uh-huh.
And not this time. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be that far ahead the whole way in. And I just kept being that far ahead, and I kept adding more brakes, and it just didn't matter. Still early, so D. And then that's it. And I followed you in for a very, very sketchy, almost formation landing.
Huh?
Hey, my
This
landing was
landing-
actually better, so that was nice.
Well, your landing was fine. Mine was surprisingly good for the fact that I had no depth perception at all.
And no ability to read your gauges.
Also that.
It was like, you can fly an instrument approach, but not when you can't read your gauges.
What's my vertical speed? It's horrifyingly high. Oh yeah, I would have died. It's 1,500 feet per minute on like when I touched down. It's yeah,
Yeah, I pretty much
Oh,
greased my landing,
crushed the gear.
but I was full backstick, like
Well,
right at the
that's
end.
another thing. I gotta figure something out with the. Maybe I need just a little bit more spring in it, or like. I'm running out of stick. Like I'm pulling. And if I trim down, it doesn't like adjust the stick position.
What's your trim set to usually?
Neutral.
Yeah, I'm a little
Neutral, and I end up having to pull back on it if it's neutral. Like if I'm at 0, I'm like,
Yep.
5 to 7 degrees back just to keep it level.
Yeah, same. Well, folks,
Anyway.
that's it for us today. That sucked all the way around.
Indeed.
Technical problems, bad flying. We're gonna add weather next time, and we'll see how that goes. Not a great way to leave off the week, but it is what it is. We will